in the heart of medieval Europe, where the shadows of great cathedrals stretch across cobbled streets, there is a creature carved in stone, a creature of legend and terror. Its eyes are hollow, its body coiled, its fangs forever frozen in a silent hiss. This is the basilisk, the king of serpents, a beast so deadly that its gaze could turn men to stone. The basilisk has slithered through myths for centuries, but it is in the Gothic stonework of ancient churches and castles that its story is most enduring. The tale of the basilisk begins long ago, in the dusty scrolls of ancient Rome. The Romans called it Basiliscus, meaning little king, because of the crown-like crest upon its head. Even then, people feared it. They said it was born from the egg of a rooster, hatched by a toad or a serpent under the darkest moon. Some claimed it was half rooster, half snake, with wings like a dragon. Others believed it was a serpent so venomous that its very breath could wither plants and crack stones. But one thing was certain: where the basilisk walked, death followed. As the centuries passed, the legend of the basilisk grew. In the Middle Ages, when Europe was a land of faith and fear, the basilisk became a symbol of evil, a creature of the devil himself. Monks and scholars whispered about it in their manuscripts. They warned that to look upon the basilisk was to meet one's doom. Its reflection could kill, they said, so men carried mirrors to turn its own gaze against it. Others believed that the crowing of a rooster could drive it away, for the sound was pure and holy, while the basilisk was a thing of corruption. But why, then, did the stone carvers of the Gothic age choose to immortalize such a monster in their sacred buildings? The answer lies in the power of symbols. The basilisk was not just a beast to be feared, it was a lesson. In the twisting, screaming figures of cathedral gargoyles, in the curling vines of stone that hide demons and angels alike, the basilisk served as a warning. It reminded people of the dangers of sin, of the poison that lurks in the hearts of men. To see the basilisk in stone was to remember the battle between good and evil, a battle that raged not just in the world, but within every soul. One of the most famous basilisk carvings can be found in the great Notre-Dame de Paris. High above the crowds where rainwater spills from the mouths of grotesques, there is a creature with the body of a serpent and the head of a bird. Some say it is a cockatrice, a close cousin of the basilisk, but the meaning is the same, a guardian and a warning. The architects of these cathedrals believed that evil must be faced, not ignored. By carving the basilisk into the very walls of their churches, they forced people to confront their fears, to remember that even in the holiest places, darkness waits. But the basilisk was not only a creature of terror. In some stories, it was also a test of courage. Knights and heroes sought to slay the beast, knowing that to face it was to risk death, but to succeed was to prove one's purity. One legend tells of a brave man who entered a cave where a basilisk dwelled. He carried only a mirror, and when the beast saw its own reflection, it perished by its own deadly gaze. This tale, too, was carved into stone, sometimes in hidden corners where only the most observant would see it. The basilisk did not vanish with the end of the Middle Ages. It slithered into the stories of later times, appearing in alchemy books as a symbol of destruction and rebirth. Alchemists believed that the venom of the basilisk could dissolve gold, but also that from its ashes something new could rise. Even in stone, the basilisk was changing, no longer just a monster, but a mystery, a riddle waiting to be solved. Today, when we walk through the echoing halls of Gothic cathedrals, we can still find the basilisk watching us from the shadows. Its stone eyes follow us, its coiled body frozen mid-strike. It does not breathe, does not hiss, yet its power remains. It is a reminder of the old world, where myth and faith were woven together like the threads of a tapestry. The basilisk in Gothic stonework is more than decoration. It is a story, a warning, a challenge carved in rock for all who dare to look. And so, the legend lives on, not just in books, but in the very bones of the buildings that have stood for centuries. The basilisk, the king of serpents, still reigns in the secret corners of stone, waiting for those who are brave enough to seek it. Its myth is carved not just in rock, but in the heart of history itself.